facing a looming power crisis as the country wilts under an intense heat wave.
Despite high coal production in India, power plants in India are facing a shortage.
Coal is the real backbone of India's energy needs. More than 70% of India's power supply actually comes from coal in different forms. The shortage has caused outages lasting hours in multiple states. Power plants are struggling to keep up with the increased power demand as the use of air conditioning and fans skyrockets.
Hey everybody, I am Anup Singh. India is facing one of the worst problem crises in its history. And the scariest point, crisis is not something that happens rarely, but has been hunting India almost every single year for the past 10 years. Now as a result, all the businesses all across the country are facing lakhs of problem. Power outages hits industries like UP and Haryana. But we have the fifth largest coal reserve with the 9.5% of entire world coal reserve right here in our country. We can enough source that we can power 111 years. So in spite of being one of the largest coal reserve in the world, why is India facing a power crisis? What are the factors that are causing this happens every single year? September 29, 2021, 16 of India's 135 plants have zero stocks of a coal and 80% have less than a week stock left. After almost 2 years, it seems as if the India was on its way to rival. But an unpredicted coal crisis is now and the coal stocks runs low. We're considering that 70% of India's power requirements are on fossil fuels. And why is happening in the first time? After dealing with of COVID-19 pandemic, energy requirements have risen in last 2 months. Power consumption in the states such as Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra and Gujarat have grown between 14 and 20%. But a coal price have risen by 40% internationally as electricity demands have growth in the past 2 years. China's latest crisis is also driving a global demand for a fuel. India is especially facing the hard time in its situation because most of its demands are through imports mainly from Indonesia, Australia and South Africa. There is also a winding gap between the low cost of electricity and high price of imported coals. So power plants that relied on import coal are now relying on local coal. In spite of having the fourth largest coal reserve in the world, production has slowed down due to reduction investment on fossil fuels to meet climate target. The supply chain are totally unpredicted market activities in India as well as globally. As a result, plants started importing coals in the recent past. This shortage now will be the impact entire supply chain of the manufacturing sector and cement to steel. Power companies did not stockpile enough coal reserve in the past because of high cost stockpiling. With winter approaching, experts are hoping that the demand for power will fall and situation might come under control. The Indian government claims that it is working with states-run organizations to increase mining and production of coal in additional sourcing from captive mines that produce for a specific company. Since most of the consumption and rapidly growing economics of the world depends on thermal energy, it is impossible to switch on renewable energy right now. But this is one left wondering if a bit too late to start adopting a renewable energy strategy and it is a sustainable alternatives. Also, but the world is in the middle of the energy transmission. So what you all guys think about this, and if you want to get more information about anything, comment below. Thanks for watching.